If you ruled the world, what would you do?
Lots of kids my age carry a knife, and I think it's ridiculous. If I was leader, I would finish it right now.
Reckon you've got what it takes to be a leader?
I'd make more people have access to clean, safe drinking water.
I would make sure every child had a bicycle.
I would set up theatre groups and dance classes.
Then Election is the show for you. From the masses of children who applied, 10 candidates have been selected for the Election campaign trail. Over the next few weeks, they'll be battling it out to prove themselves the best leader.
Children have minds, and adults have to stop taking control all of the time.
And win a one-to-one with the Prime Minister. Series judge Jonathan Dimbleby is one of the most experienced interviewers in the world. He's grilled global leaders like British Prime Ministers Tony Blair, Margaret Thatcher and Gordon Brown. And he's an extremely tough man to please. He'll be testing our candidates to the max, and each week one of them will be sent home.
Your campaign's over.
In last week's Leadership Challenge, the girls launched a successful campaign against discarded chewing gum. The boys' campaign against dog poo stank. The girls' team won over the panel by a crushing 6 votes to 1. Every boy risked elimination. Amardeep scraped through, but Ben became the first candidate to leave the election house. Now, there are 9 remaining. Today, one of the losing team will be sent home.
Calling all election candidates, calling all election candidates. Round up, round up.
Now, this programme today is all about grasping people's attention and recruiting people to your cause. Do you understand?
Yes!
Our judge, Jonathan Dimbleby, knows what it takes.
You can't change the world by yourself. You need support, you need followers, and you can easily lose support. You've got to keep them on side. Those are some of the key skills of leadership.
So, for our test of skills, they've got to attract as much attention to themselves as possible in one of Britain's busiest high streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, come and buy your fruit here. We're looking for beautiful women.
First the girls' team, then the boys' team will be trying to attract customers to a fruit and veg stall.
Are we just waiting for a bus or we want to buy fruit? What is it? Come on.
Each team has 15 minutes. We'll be measuring their attention-grabbing skills by how much fruit and veg they sell.
Healthy and juicy and sweet, just like you.
Overseeing the test is Vince Cable, a Liberal Democrat MP who grabbed everyone's attention when he compared the Prime Minister to Mr Bean.
Vince, how easy do you think this task is going to be for the teams?
Incredibly difficult, because a lot of people who are passing by don't want to know. They're busy, they're on their way somewhere, they think there's some weird experiment going on, so they're going to put these kids off.
So it's time to start this test of skills with all the thrills. Team captain for the girls is Hannah. You'll be starting off. And for the boys, it is...
I love it.
Tudor. There you go, mate. Each team leader will be running the stall, so Tudor and Hannah get a traditional Barrow Boys waistcoat and cap.
Hannah, try and think of put your arm through it. Use loads of help as well. Yeah.
They've got the clothes. Now they need to come up with a catchphrase.
Go and buy some mango before your man goes.
Oh, go and buy some mangoes before your man goes.
Before your man goes.
Eat your way to 5 a day, come and get your fruit today. Oh, yeah. That's a really good job. That is so cool. Right, what am
At 11, Hannah is the youngest, but she's been put in charge of much older girls.
Hi, my name's Hannah. I'm from Eastbourne and I love reading.
I've read about 30,000 books. I read in the bath, I read in the car, I read while listening to story tapes. I read anywhere. I'm creative, intelligent, and I can make something boring like politics interesting to everybody. Watch out, Gordon Brown, there's a new leader in town.
Girls, your time starts now.
Let's go home.
But has Hannah got the leadership skills to make sure the girls attract more customers than the boys?
Ladies and gentlemen, round up, selling fruit here. Come and buy some fruit. Come and buy
Hazel and Reem reckon the best way to get noticed is with a song and dance.
Eat your way to 5 a day. Come and try your fruit today. Eat your way to 5
They're
a day.
wrong. No one comes to the stall.
It's not really working.
Do you think girls are doing okay?
Well, it's not a great start, is it? It looks a bit awkward. I think they're a bit hyped up, maybe a bit nervous.
Come and buy some fruit here.
Poor Hannah's left on her own, looking very isolated, a bit uncomfortable.
It's past the halfway point and the girls still haven't sold a thing.
Come on, Bethan.
Hannah takes it out on teammate Bethan.
Bethan. You have to ask people.
I am asking people. Is it hard, you know?
Hello, madam. Would you like any fruit? Just over the way there.
Izzy is some distance from the stall.
This isn't going well. It's not working. We need to try something else.
With 5 minutes remaining, Hannah still hasn't sold a single piece of fruit, so Hazel takes over from her team leader.
Would you like a cap? I love the hat! Eat your way to 5 a day! Come on, guys! Easy!
Now she's freed from the stall, Hannah is keen to show her team who's boss.
You two! Izzy, Reem, you're too far away from the stall. I know, but we're coming down so that we can catch people when they nobody's going to get it for them. And I have got a couple of people, you know, so be proud of me. Yeah, but nobody's actually bought anything. Would you like to buy some fruit, sir?
At last, they've got a few customers. Can Hazel make up for their slow start?
Right, there we are, madam.
Unfortunately for the girls, they've run out of time.
Your time's up. Now. There you go.
It's the boys' turn. Will team leader Tudor be a big mouth or a wallflower?
Time starts.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen! Round up! We've got some lovely juicy cherries here. They're probably the juiciest cherries you'll ever see. And you'll definitely regret it if you don't have them.
You've just got a very loud voice.
Yeah, I guess it's easier for boys, isn't it? Big voices they can project.
Young ladies over here, How we got some lovely fruit here. We got some fresh English strawberries.
The boys try to charm passers-by with their cheeky chatter.
A lovely cherry just like you.
He's got the Irish gift. I'm good for strawberry. I love this. Yeah, any cherries? I recommend the strawberries. I mean, they're British, so...
Sometimes charm is exactly what's needed.
Just pick any cherry.
Okay, thanks.
One? Yeah? One. Okay, thank you so much.
But when your catchphrase is this corny, charm's not always enough.
Some mangoes here. I'm sure you like your man to buy some mangoes before your man goes.
I think not.
Each of the four have managed to reel somebody in their very different ways.
Excuse me, young lady. I'm sure you'd like one piece of fruit to have you on your way to your 5 a day.
Would you like some cherries, please? Thank you very much.
Just before the boys have tried out every piece of patter in the book, they're out of time.
Your time is up.
I think we all gave it everything because it was so fun. You could not pull your weight on this because all the boys were loving it. I could see it in their faces.
I thought that was a really gutsy performance from all of you, actually. I think what happened was the girls got off to a slow start. Full credit to you, stuck at it, you brought people in, and towards the end, you Hazel, you were selling quite a lot, weren't you? And that was working. Whereas the boys, on the other hand, you had bags of energy from the word go, and that's reflected in the end result, because you sold £23 worth, and the girls sold £7 worth. That says it all.
The boys' victory will win them extra time in our all-important leadership challenge. If you want to be a politician and change the world, then grabbing people's attention is the first step. Persuading them to follow your cause is the vital second step. This office is the setting for our leadership challenge. Can our teams get these internet workers to agree to do a difficult dance in front of their boss? Let's hope they can. One member of the losing team will be sent home. The candidates head back to the election house. It's time for a dancing lesson in the back garden.
Please welcome Miss Aloha! Woo!
Okay, what I'm here to do is to teach you how to do a hula dance. So, first thing I need is for you to be up on your feet. Okay.
The hula is an ancient dance from the tropical islands of Hawaii.
That's rolling waves. Pounding waves are like this. It does look like milking a cow.
Once again, it's going to be boys against girls. Both teams will have to concentrate on getting the moves exactly right.
I like this one. I like this one. It's really swaying.
One team is going to be teaching the office workers the hula. The other team will be teaching them another dance. Will it be as gentle as the hula?
Please welcome a man whose name means the shark. It's Marco!
The haka is a traditional Maori dance performed by New Zealand's rugby stars.
So Tudor and Hannah, can you please come up?
The team leaders are Tudor and Hannah. It'll be their job to show the adults the dance.
Right. Chamo! Hey, ringa pakia. Wai takahia.
Tudor's a big rugby fan, but he's never danced the haka. It's not very popular in Wales. And Hannah's more at home in the library than on the rugby field.
Yes, lovely.
Time to find out which team has which dance.
So, did you all enjoy that? Yeah! Now, what I need is the girls to come onto Miss Aloha's side, please, and the boys to come on Mako's side. Okay, now all I need is for Mako and Miss Aloha to swap sides.
That means the boys' team leader, Tudor, will have to teach the hip-swinging hula. The girls' team leader, Hannah, will have to teach the rough, tough haka. This is the hardest challenge so far, and the team leaders are slap bang in the spotlight. If they do well, they'll be boosting their chances of reaching the final in Parliament and winning a meeting with the Prime Minister. The teams gather at the office of the Internet Company.
So, would you like to know what your leadership challenge is?
Yeah.
Okay, your wish is my command. Girls, you have to recruit as many adults from the first floor to perform the haka with you at 12:40. Got it?
Yeah.
Boys, you have to recruit as many adults from the third floor to perform the hula with you at 12:50. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
Jonathan Dimbleby arrives. As our eagle-eyed judge, his job is to watch out for any signs of weakness. At the end of the show, he will decide which member of the losing team is sent home. Last week, Jonathan very nearly eliminated Amardeep. Today, with Jonathan watching his every move, Amardeep's desperate to impress.
Are you going to try and hula?
No.
You've got to, come on.
No.
Perhaps too desperate.
But you'll lose weight, you'll be fit, you'll be...
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, but you'll be even fitter if you do that.
I'm not going to do that.
Amardeep may be wearing a grass skirt, but he's talking tough.
You've got to do the hula, okay?
Hi, I'm Amardeep. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Burn Upon Trent in Staffordshire. I'm a triplet and I do taekwondo. I have a green stripe already, but I'm aiming for my black belt. It helps me a lot with confidence, discipline, and it'll help me in a lot of other areas in life as well. If I was elected leader, I'll give children more of a decision in the world, as they are the future. So maybe if you did listen to us, the world could be a better place. 10 minutes of your time, are you sure you don't want to do it?
Amardeep seems to be irritating more people than he's persuading.
Seriously, man, you've got to do the hula.
Boys, this is a busy environment here. We're on business, so I'm afraid you're going to have to go out now.
Izzy's doing the same job for the girls' team on their floor.
I was wondering if you'd like to join in our dance. It's called the haka dance. Oh, can I put your name down? I know you want to.
OK, go on.
OK.
Izzy's approach is much softer.
Oh,
Great. You can show off your, macho moves.
I'm from New Zealand, so if I don't do the haka, I'm going to be disowned, so I might as well do it.
Can I get your name?
Yeah.
Izzy's getting results.
Can I put your name down?
You can.
Right, Roger.
Yeah.
And
Katie.
So far, Izzy has been a more successful persuader than Amardeep. Jack is concerned about Amardeep's pushy approach.
Sign up, put your name on the sheet and do the hula.
No.
I don't think they like it when you shove it on them.
No.
Because that man tried to push you around, that man over there didn't like it. You just need to let it come back a bit.
Luckily for the boys, their victory in the test of skills means they get an extra 10 minutes to catch up.
Hi, James, you look fun. I know you're trying to do the hula.
I'll do the hula.
Come on, I'm up for that. Come on. James, you're fun.
Let's go. What have I got to do?
Hey, young lady, I'm sure you'd love to do the hula and shake your tallulah.
What's in it for me?
You get to wear a lovely garment and a coconut bra. Come on.
Okay, with the coconut bra, you said.
High five. Well, it's a flower-shaped bra, man, but power to the people.
I'll show you the beat again because we're not really getting it. So it's opone, copone.
Hazel gives Hannah a last-minute haka lesson. She's quite a strict teacher.
Right, don't give up. Do not give up. I'm not giving up. Right, so who's that there? We're going opone. It's strong. Yeah. Right hand eyebrow first. Right eyebrow. Right eyebrow. Right eyebrow. Okay, you stop right eyebrow now.
There were 20 people, and we've got 14 out of 20. That's really good.
Yeah, it is. We can't get it.
Once you've got your followers, you need to make sure they don't change their minds. In politics, the person in charge of making sure no one chickens out is called the whip.
Who would you like to do that job?
It feels more like they'd be more organised.
Reem said to me that she didn't want to be it.
I know, but I think we
But I don't want to be it either.
I'm Bethan, I'm 12, I live in Cardiff and I play the euphonium. This is my chest of drawers, but you probably won't find many pink things or dresses in there because I'm a bit of a tomboy. I haven't worn a dress since my mum made them take this photo of me. How could she possibly put me in that? It scarred me for life. I think I'd be a great leader because I'm clever, confident, politically aware, and because I'm in a brass band, I know how to work in a team.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Bethan reluctantly agrees to be the whip when Reem says she's feeling too ill.
Okay. You sure? You have a decision?
Yeah, we do. Bethan's going to be our whip.
We're going to win over because the boys' dance is so boring.
It's nearly 12:05 and the girls should be teaching their adults the haka. The girls' whip, Bethan, has taken her eye off the clock. It's her job to make sure the office workers turn up on time.
You realise you wasted 5 minutes of getting yours through.
The adults do turn up of their own accord, but by then the girls have lost half their rehearsal time.
Bravo, listen to me, I have a very loud voice. We'll have to dance for 5 minutes. Right, 5 minutes?
Come on, Florian.
Can team leader Hannah teach the haka in just 5 minutes? The pressure's on her because the boys' whip, Quincy, has remembered to round up his adults for their hula lesson.
And I just wanted to remind you that you need to be there at 12:15 on the second floor.
Kamate, hula, hula. Kamate, hula, hula.
Unfortunately, your rehearsal time is over. You started your rehearsal time a bit late. So the whip. No, but the whip. That's why you have a whip.
Yes. I'm the whip, so I was meant to cool down and collect them, but I didn't because I didn't realise I could. They came at about 12:04, which meant we only had 6 minutes rather than 10, so we couldn't get it all in. But what we did get, you know, is really enthusiastic energy, and everybody seemed having so much fun, especially the men. They were all doing their dances really well, so I think it'll be okay.
Thanks to Quincy, the boys' rehearsal starts bang on time.
Now, you take 2 steps to the right firstly, and you swing your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The boys' dance is a bit boring, so our dance is more fun, and the men in our group were really enthusiastic and they seemed to be having a really good time, so I think we've won.
Well, I'm sorry to have to ruin your little Hawaiian dream, but your rehearsal time is over.
Okay.
The 2 teams have to impress a panel of 5, including company boss Carl. There's also 2 senior staff and the dance teachers. Their votes will decide which team wins the leadership challenge. First up, Tudor and his hula.
Ready, ladies? 3, 2, 1.
Moho. Everyone was so happy when they were doing that. They were probably feeling the vibe.
They were happy, they enjoyed it, they were excited.
And they believed they were on a beach in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the girls' hacker. This time the pressure's on Hannah.
Come on.
You forgot the words.
You forgot the words and did you forget the routine?
No, I knew the routine, I just forgot the words and I'm like...
Are you a bit worried?
Slightly, yeah.
Well, we're always worried
I
after.
hope the judges can see past, you know, all the things that went wrong and just look at the... Focus on the main good things. Yeah.
Everything hinges on the panel's vote. The winning team all get to stay. One member of the losing team gets sent home by Jonathan Dimbleby.
So, panel, if you think the hacker deserves to win, would you please show it by doing this?
Oh my god.
If you think the hula deserves to win, I'd like to see a bit of hip movement. Okay? Thank you. Yes! Oh, yes! Yes!
The girls kind of broke down a bit, but even that didn't really matter. But I expected more shouting from the girls, and I think that war element didn't come out.
I thought the girls had quite a difficult task, to be honest, compared to the two dancers. But overall, I thought the boys had it more together.
Girls, we go back to the house now, and I have to decide which of you I'm going to say your campaign's over. Well, girls, you blew it big time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Thought you were going to do well, I guess.
Yeah.
Hannah, what went wrong?
I think it was just the pressure. And, you know, we didn't realise what we were having to do.
Didn't realise what you had to do?
No, well, we didn't know that Bethan had to go downstairs to get everybody up, so we were late rehearsing, which affected our overall performance.
When it came to the performance in front of the panel, you lost it completely, didn't you? Did you just forget?
I think it was mostly the pressure because, you know, it wasn't the judges. It was sort of the other three teammates just standing there, and I thought I lost it because I was just watching them, and Hazel was mouthing these words at me, and I was thinking, stop it, stop it.
So you did feel under pressure from Hazel?
I think Hazel is very overpowering at times. She can try to take the lead in a lot of ways.
But a leader has to be able to handle powerful figures around them, don't they?
I think I can, but I want to listen to them as well.
How do you think you did, Hazel?
I think on this task I performed quite well, really. I mean...
You weren't taking over too much?
No, I don't think I did.
Who was clearly in charge for you?
I think Hannah was in charge of the team in general for this role because obviously she was team leader, but I don't think she was as strong as I thought she was going to be.
Bethan, you weren't a great whip, were you?
Yeah, well, I admit that, and I'm not afraid to admit that I was wrong in that.
Do you think you have to take some responsibility for
Yeah, of
the
course.
thing falling apart?
Yeah.
Reem.
Yes.
You bottled out of being the whip. It was a
Yeah.
bit feeble, wasn't it?
I'm not just going to blame because I was feeling unwell, but I did think because of that, I thought it was the best thing for the team to do, because when I'm ill, I don't really work that well.
Public figures often feel unwell,
Yes.
feel miserable, but they
Yeah.
had to go out and deliver.
Yes, that's true.
Hazel? Reem? Izzy? You're safe. But I'd like you two to stay, please. Three of you can go if you're safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know the rules. It's down to the two of you, and one of you is out. I just want to press a little bit with you, Bethan. Do you accept that as whip, the loss of the rehearsal time actually led to the mess of the dance?
I think in a way it's fair, but in a way it wasn't just me. I think that even I'm not criticising Hannah, but maybe it wasn't all down to me. I think maybe Hannah, with her teaching, may have made it quicker.
Hannah, is there any reason that I shouldn't say, sorry, that's it?
Well, I just don't think the team was listening to me as much as they could, and I want to prove myself by making them listen to me, because I don't think that yesterday they didn't listen to me as much as they could have.
Bethan, you obviously had a problem of understanding what was required of you.
Yes.
But you did fail pretty comprehensively at a critical moment. In this case, I'm going to say to you, Bethan, I'm sorry, your campaign's over.
Okay, thank you.
You can both go now.
All of us deserve to stay, but I think there was maybe I had a feeling that I'd go, but there's a couple of people also who had a feeling maybe, well, one of the person had a feeling they go.
Tor, you've been fantastic.
Bethan was a lovely person, enchanting person, simply doesn't, in this particular context, have the oomph and the drive, and we saw that in her role of not saying, now what am I going to do about this? She'd forgotten about time, frankly, and that time was their catastrophe.
Okay, what have you learnt then?
Never be team leader again.
Now Bethan's campaign's over, only 8 candidates survive. Next week on Election.
In this bag, I have 30 objects.
There's a mind-boggling memory test.
Bongos. Rugby ball.
Telephone. And the teams turn tour guides on the Thames.
How deep is it? Very deep.
There's all to play for as one member of the losing team will be eliminated.
Your campaign's over.